What's up guys, Duarte here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video I'm going to talk about Deathpool, the daughter of Mistress Death and Deathpool. She was just announced on yesterday's blog post and also on a Strike Time video. They made a breakdown of the character, and there are a few very interesting things that we can talk about this character. And we are going to take a look at her kit and make some theory crafting on possible teams that we can use her on, and possible teams that will suffer a lot with all the abilities that she has. So if you like the information on this video, like always, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure you smash that like button. Okay, so before we start, let's take a look at her stats. And at 7 yellow stars, 4 red stars, she comes up with a massive amount of HP, 500,000, 500 plus the ISO 8 bonus. And in terms of the damage, she has over 30,000 damage plus the ISO 8 bonus. Then almost 17,000 armor, which is massive. We have 11,000 resistance and almost 10,000 focus. Now I'm a little bit worried about this focus, especially because she kind of needs it for different situations on her kit, but the stats look pretty massive for a character at only 4 red stars. Quite massive. Okay, so that's her stats. Let's take a look at her traits and her kit. So in terms of traits, we have Hero, Cosmic, Mystic, Brawler, and the New Warriors. So unfortunately, right away, the only thing that I don't like about this character is the New Warriors tag, because I wanted the real New Warriors to come to Marvel Strike Force. These are the real New Warriors, the ones that I really wanted to come to the game. And we had these characters are quite amazing. You maybe never heard about them, but we have screen time with the power of Wi-Fi. He can do he can use telepathy on Wi-Fi. Then we have a Snowflake and Safe Space. We could have some kind of combination of slows and barrier, like Emma Frost and Invisible Woman. It would be very interesting. Two characters like always assisting each other, like Corvus Glaive and Proxima Midnight. Then we have a B negative, some kind of emotional vampire that could lead us into some Morbius and vampire content that are characters that are in the Marvel lore. And finally we have Trailblazer. She is very interesting because she looks like the Blob, and I'm sure she would give maybe not deflects, but at least body odor to adjacent allies, and that's always something very interesting. But unfortunately, we are not getting these New Warriors, the ones I really wanted to see in Marvel Strike Force, or maybe in the future under a different tag. But it's quite unfortunate that this didn't come through. So instead we have Deathpool, which is still cool, like the character coming out of the love triangle between Deathpool, Mistress Death, and Thanos. Very interesting. And it's also interesting that she's a hero brawler, so we can use her together with the Young Avengers. We can use her together with the other characters that are not so strong, but together with her, maybe they could make some very interesting teams. She's cosmic, so she will be together with the other characters like Thanos, Gamora, Phyla-Vell, and Moondragon, and even Nebula on the cosmic lane of Dark Dimension 2, 3 and 4, maybe 5. And then she's Mystic, so she's part of the Mystic lane on the Doom raids, and she's also going to be very useful on the Alpha raids and on the Beta raids, making it even easier than it is already. And it's a very interesting character with a lot of possibilities. And I see a lot of theory crafting on how many teams she can join, which is always great. Okay, so let's take a look at her basic. Many interesting things about this. There is a lot to go through, and then we have to go back and forward of different situations that this kit might become even more interesting. So for the basic, we have clear all negative effects on this character. If the negative effects are removed, heal self for 5% per negative effect removed. Heal self for 10% of the max health. So this is interesting because we usually see this on the passive. The fact that we see on the basic, it tells me that we are supposed to use this basic more often than with the other characters, which is interesting. Then we have attack, primary target and adjacent targets for 300% damage. This is just massive amounts of damage, and it reminds me the basic of Call Obsidian on steroids because she has all other effects. So clear that proof. This is going to be massive against the new teams like the Secret Avengers and the Shield 3.0. All of them summon minions that come with that proof, and it will be very nice to remove that proof, and we get some benefits after that. We get some benefits from that later on when you check the passive. Okay, so flip, stealth and speed up on primary target and adjacent targets. If the enemies are minions, attack the enemies for 600% damage instead. So this smells like a Baron Zemo as well, and this is going to be massive also against the mercenaries, especially the mercenaries with the Hela and the Loki. You'll be easily able to remove the stealth, and you'll destroy Merc LT and Merc Riot Guard, and leave Hela and Taskmaster ready to get destroyed fairly easy. This attack cannot be blocked, once again telling me that we are supposed to use this character against this mercenary version with Hela, also the Secret Avengers and also the Shield 3.0. Okay, so very powerful basic, and like I said before, I get the feeling that we are supposed to use this basic quite often, at least in Alliance Wars. Now, special. Dance Macabre comes with 5 energy and costs 5 energy. Transfer all negative effects on this character to the primary target. Attack the primary target for 300% damage. Attack all adjacent targets for 270% damage. So nice amount of damage, and we have the option. Do you want to use the basic to use the negative effects to heal yourself in case your character is very low, or you want to use the special to apply negative effects to the enemy? It's a decision that we have to make, and it's very good because like this we have a lot more strategy coming into the game and also more skill because you need to make the right decision. Okay, so then we have still 10% of the primary target and adjacent targets redistributed to all Mystic allies. So we are supposed to use her together with other Mystic allies. And we have 300% damage plus 10% of the character's health. This is very powerful. It's an extremely high amount of damage, and as we saw, she has very nice base damage. So even that this is not the highest in terms of multiplier, it's still a pretty nice amount of damage that we are going to apply. Then we have spread all negative effects from the primary target to adjacent targets. This will not spread stun. So similar effect to Hela's ultimate, Jubilee's special and Venom's ultimate. Very powerful. It's not as powerful as Hela's and Jubilee's to a degree. In other ways it's better because it spreads all negative effects, not only 4 or 3 in case of the other two, but just the other two apply to everyone, not just the adjacent targets. But it's very strong. You can still apply it to 20 targets guaranteed, and that's very strong. So let's move on to the ultimate, and then we have to come back and see how this all is going to work out. So ultimate, 3 energy, comes with 3, and clear that proof on primary target. Attack the primary target for 500% damage, apply 2 bleed for 2 turns, then gain 1 charge up to a maximum of 5. Okay, pretty good. Single target damage, not so great, but we are applying the 2 bleeds that after we can spread with the special. So we might be using the ultimate first turn, then use the special, and then we might not use we might use the basic and save the ultimate for another time because yeah. Okay, so let's continue. Gain 5000% focus for this ability. So in this regard, the focus of the character will not matter, but in terms of the other situations, it matters because we need the focus to spread these negative effects, and we also need the focus to flip these and to remove the death proofs. So even that she has a nice amount of focus for the ultimate, it's not guaranteed that she'll have enough focus for the other abilities. So this is something that we have to keep in mind. Okay, so the attack is she gets the extra focus at maximum charge, which is 5, attack the primary target for 20,000 piercing damage instead. So it ignores armor and it does 20% or 20,000 over base damage. It's just crazy. It's able to one-shot any character in the game right now. And I can see it being very, very useful against the Doctor Doom on the Doom raids. Clear all the charges, the attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked. So even if you have blind, it's gonna land, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so now let's take a look at the passive. Passive Death comes to us all. On enemy death, heal self for 10% of max health and attack the most injured enemy for 300% damage and clear 3 positive effects from them. So this is massive. It's like a mix between Kestrel and Black Bolt. It's just amazing, and she also heals herself, so a lot of regeneration. And this is why we have to make a decision about if you want to use the basic or not to heal, but we have other ways to heal. So it will require a lot of thinking to make this character as useful as possible. And once again, poor minions, because when you are facing teams with minions or summoners or whatever, this character will completely destroy that team. We still have to check out if this procs only one time per turn, or if in one attack, if multiple enemies die, if she will do multiple times. Hopefully she will do multiple times, even that it will make her too OP. Okay, now let's continue. In raids, on spawn gain 1 charge up to a maximum of 5. So this is in raids. So in raids, outside of raids, she will not get this extra charge. So it will take you a lot longer to do that massive ultimate. Then we have on spawn fill the speed bar of this character by 10% plus 5 or for each mystic ally. This can be relevant, but it's not so relevant. It's okay, but it's not super relevant. I guess this will be very, very good on Doom raid to one-shot Doctor Doom right away from the start. But beyond that, I'm not sure how relevant it is. We have to wait and see to see the speed of the character. But I think there are only a few situations where this is going to be useful. On enemy death, generate 1 energy for 2 random mystic allies or self. So we have in the blog post mentioned that she can give these 2 energy to herself, which is pretty cool. The problem is that this is only in raids. Unfortunately, if this was also on Dark Dimension, very, very cool. In raids, we can have her together with Thanos and Ebony Maw, and we'll have the defense up, offense down all the time, and she doing all kinds of shenanigans, and Ebony Maw doing his ultimate as well all the time, because hopefully we'll get energy there, and he struggles a lot with the energy, and that will make this team super strong. Okay, so now let's continue. Gain 5% drain for each charge on this character. So this is one of the things that I'm thinking about. Do you want to spend all your charges or just save them? Because if you save your charges, you'll get 25% drain, giving even more healing to this character. It's not like she needs it with all that armor and resistance and so on. It's really not like she needs it. Together with Thanos and Ebony Maw, defense up, offense down, high armor, drain, heal on basic, heal on so many effects. Like, come on, she's going to have insane sustain. So if we decide to don't use the ultimate, we'll have this 25% drain. Otherwise, it will still be okay, but it's not like she needs the drain. Mystic allies will get a 10% drain. This is going to be useful for Doctor Doom, Adam Warlock, Silver Surfer. This team is going to have so much healing and so much sustain, and mitigation is ridiculous. And then finally we have gain 20% max health. New warrior allies will also gain 20% max health. So my question is, are we supposed to use the ultimate? I think we are only supposed to use the ultimate 1 or 2 times maybe, until we have the 5 charges, and after we have the 5 charges we stop using it and we only use the special and the basic. Because this is a cosmic character, we can place her together with Thanos and Ebony Maw, and they will all give energy to each other. Of course, Ebony will not, but we'll have a lot of energy going on, and this will make the special a lot more available, and we'll be able to spread all these negative effects to adjacent allies. And as we saw, we can apply these 2 turns of bleed and spread that for more damage as well. And we have Adam Warlock applying ability block that we can also spread, and in my opinion this is going to be extremely useful. And the fact that she's giving energy to the allies the same way that Mordo gives to the team of the too many sorcerers is just insane. It's way too powerful. The team is going to be extremely strong. I'm still not sure if it will allow us to beat the Doom raids on difficulty 1 with the characters we have available right now at level 80, because still at level 80 we just take way too much damage, but at least it will have a lot more because we'll have the cooldowns ready to go, we'll have a lot more healing, we'll have more mitigation, more control, more everything. So even if this character is not going to change 100% the Doom rates on difficulty 1, I still is going to be a very cool character. And you guys let me know in the comments below, are we supposed to use the ultimate all the time because of the 3 energy, or are we supposed to spam the special and the basic, which is a very powerful basic, and the special as well, more often than the ultimate? You guys let me know in the comments below what you think about her kit and the possible rotation that we'll see in the raids. And that's going to be the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. A first look at Deathpool, a very interesting character that is going to completely change the raids that we have available, especially the Doom raids. So if you like the information on this video, like always, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I'll catch you guys later.